Hi, Monica here. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monica, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can already tell that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So it is in the download page. Hmm. Hello everybody, Otaku Super with Anime/Games, and today we're gonna finish Doki Doki Literature Club. I've tried this a couple times to record this properly, but I messed up a lot. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it right. And I'm just going to show you stuff that I think maybe is new. There's a lot I know. We're going to try to get all the routes, and we're going to try to get all the proper ending and the secret ending, which I now know exists. If you can believe it, the actual recordings that I just uploaded like this week are actually over a year old, so they're not my finest work, but I've improved since then. But I've recorded a bunch of this and then I realized that I totally messed it up, so I need to do it again. So some of this is skippable. But like I said, I'm only going to be showing you the new stuff anyways, so we're going to be jumping around a lot. Oh, already poem time. Okay, so we're going to write Yuri a poem first. Determination. Uncontrollable. Intellectual. Okay, Yuri route, part 1. Nice. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Yeah. That's the book you gave me, right? You... No, that's right. Right. Not to talk about me, with me, or anything. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I will definitely start reading it soon. Yeah. Yes. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? And she tells me about her book. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Trust no one. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yeah. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. No problem. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Uh-huh. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold the book, my book, more between the two of them. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yeah. Now this is all the same from when we did it before, so we'll go ahead and skip this. Yes, we know, reading, passion. So we'll show Yuri our poem first. Yuri seems most experienced, so I can start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. You didn't really do anything wrong, Yuri. Yuri takes a breath. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Really? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Even though you just said, yeah, this is all the same as it was. Yep. But don't care about your poem. Romance. Did I miss anything? I enjoyed it. Yeah, me too. If anything, I can learn a thing. Yours is impressive too. Natsuki. Oh, rude. Yeah, bitch. What? Harsh. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Yuri. Blah, blah, blah. It's no secret I was impressed. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, there's still a feeling. What? Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. I understand. Yuri. Yuri is a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, I don't know what I said. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sayori, she doesn't need to. I'm sorry. Without warning, Natsuki slashes her own poem. Yeah, it storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? Yeah, I do. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less so you. Yeah. Nice. It's nothing. What? History. What did she say? Oh, the breast thing, I think. Breast screw, da-da. Let's read our book. Oh, oops. Why don't you go ahead and get started? Hey, Yuri. Mind if I make some tea? Make reading time in a better tea. Hold this. Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I might as well walk with you. Yeah. Oh, Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. That's... Oh... My mouth gapes. Oh. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Yuri? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Yuri lifts her head. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway... Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. I've never had it. I mean, yes. Anything's fine. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. You really do this properly, don't you? Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Ha ha. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. Oh. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Why is that? Is that so? I wonder why that is. Your posture, right? Oh, it's hunched over like that while reading. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Oh, I'll go home with Yuri. Of course I would. I like her better, you know. Oh, I'll go home with Yuri. Yeah, she's great. You're so beautiful and smart. Oh, whoops. Sorry, blah blah blah, thinking about Sayori. Monica being a bitch, Yuri appearing home from her book, she looks like to the rage quickly, never seen Yuri approach, sorry, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. I didn't mean to bother you or anything, relax and do it. I just wanted to be alone with the thoughts, and thinking like that. In any case, I guess you're right, I'm sorry if causing concern. Why are we still talking about this? It's not really that big of a deal, I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to talk. So, I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Yeah. Or maybe I'm reading into it a little too much. Well, I guess that was the case. She's important. Her expression is gentle and curious. Oh my god. Stop. I don't care about any of this. Alright. Now we decide the festival. No, we do poems. Again. Your writing has only improved the last few days. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really... I don't care. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even cheated with anyone. It's kind of a shame. During lunchtime, I by myself. I know, books. Yeah, she likes books, characters from books. Yes, this is so very sad. Well, okay. Yeah? You? Ghost in the Life Part 2. I know. Finishing the poem. Of course, I like a poem. Don't know if it'll be able to explain so it's fine. It's just the other part of the ghost poem, which means something else. I don't remember. None of this is important. Can I keep your poem? Alright. Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. Next! Wow! Let's do it at Yuri's house! Yay! I feel better helping out Yuri. So you'll be helping out Yuri, then that's what I'm gonna do. Bad habit to do something great to assist. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour, so... You had to know. You're being a bitch to me this whole fucking time. You excited? Yeah, I guess you say I'm interested. Natsuki, but... I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Should I give you my phone number? Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Cool. My house? No, not at all. I just thought that I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you. Yeah. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday! My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling it at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of the school. More than that, she told me that she's looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Oh, only time will tell, but seriously can't wait! This is all similar to before. Sorry, Sunday. Anxious. Yuri is clearly an introvert, intimate person, open to us. Meanwhile, texting occasionally, she was extremely apprehensive of person. But as long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing for sayori. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on the way home. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. Pretty much. At least I hope. Got everything right? I take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. You cleaned it before you came over, so... no. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. It's fine, it's fine. Look over Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes, atmospheric enhancements? You know, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. That's great. It's easy to forget that you are a pretty intense person. I guess that's the best way to put it. No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Even though I was just anxious. Oh yeah, like what? Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some I don't care. Amazing. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? Not familiar at all. I know what a diffuser is! Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful! What kind of mood is that one for? It's a good way to describe it. It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Yeah, I have it over here. Oh. Yeah? I was gonna say, what will those be used for? I'm so happy to be here. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into the bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? Yeah, I promise. Into knives. So pretty. Yeah. Craftsmanship. Danger. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! You're dumb! Why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp! I barely touched it at all. Thanks! Oh. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off. Now. Ah! That warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Ooh, I'm gonna get demonetized. I'm just kidding, I can't monetize my video. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, whoop. No, it's hot, cool, don't worry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that'd be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, we continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy paint. Oh, whoop. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. If you feel the cup's too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot here or anything? Oh. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. Did you cut yourself? Neat. What are you going to write? Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on the banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. It's kind of fun, you know? Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. Oh, I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different. I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about the things like anime and games where yeah, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry! Yuri reels back and quickly lifts my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get the towel right away. Rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. Return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. There's the scene I was looking for. Doesn't she look great? Here. I pat down beside Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrists. Eh? I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. I keep reading ahead. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I simply retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? That's true, but won't that take a while? That's totally fine. Phew. No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing work. Yuri thinks to herself. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. Yeah. Gathering all our things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Whoa, whoa, little did you know. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything you need me to bring tomorrow. Yuri fidgets. Wait, I can't say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can hang out somewhere. Oh, I forgot you don't like going out that much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. Ah! Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. I think it's good. I think that's fine. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I'd probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Yeah, what's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. So the way to get this ending is you gotta stop where I stopped. And you gotta keep doing it because it's the only way to do it. Right? I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Hey! Wah! What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Does our school have a napping club? Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? I knew it. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the front. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Nah. What is it? Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. I guess. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? If you ever buttoned it, it would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Aww. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus... Oh. Fine. Wait. What? Fine. It's a deal. Yeah, I guess so, huh? You're doing it again, Sayori. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Eh? Yay! Otaku can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Oh, okay. They fight. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? This is awkward. Oh! Damn! Ugh. Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. You're... So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. Supplies? What for? Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid or taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest of things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Is that so? A performance? Of what kind? Ah, that sounds kinda dull. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Yeah, I guess so. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. A mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more, so going adventuring with Sayori brings a special sort of feeling, and I forgot I had in me. That I forgot in me? Two of us enter her classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Smack! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. You okay? Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. Let's do it for a second. Aww. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. Even wincing from pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Haha, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. What do you mean? Aw. Did I really do that? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. Follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Oh, oop. She's fine, don't worry about... Anyway! Sayori frantically glances around herself. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Ah, well, Sayori failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. Yeah, that. I should go grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is tightly closed, I return to my seat. Why, Yuri? Sayori. You really think I ditch you for Yuri? Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? This is your best one so far. Oh, thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? You want to nap or something? Oh, alright. Hey. Guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Wait, of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what'll cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. Gosh. Sayori. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Yeesh. Wow, I've never seen this poem. How have I never seen this poem? I'll be your beach. Or maybe I have, but I'll read it anyways. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today, I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reading beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Wow. Shh. Yeah, the beach. Oh. Huh, interesting. Does she want to read it? Ah, she likes it. Yeah, you're helpful, sharing poems. I wonder if she wrote a different one too. I know, I'm just speeding through this. I've been recording for like 2 hours. Beach! Damn you! A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode. Sorry, I can't always read cursive. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. I love you. Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important to me. That's why I'll always accept any of your burdens as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Oh. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I will hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little. I'm supposed to be happy. How's that? No matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. Guess that makes festival tomorrow our first day, huh? I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Sayori gazes at me once, again smiling sadly. Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori? Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and I know that she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding what Sayori's feeling as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Yeah, that worked out real good, didn't it, you motherfucker? Day of the festival, part 2. Ominous looking eye. Basically, it's about a resistance camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have the trait that turns them into killing machines for the lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh... Hmm? Yeah, this is different. Most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha ha. Coming from around the corner, it sounds like breathing. Sharp and heel like someone sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri! Oh, I gotta see it again, huh? What the fuck? What? Alright. Okay. You're not crazy. Uh, hmm. I see you back there. The fuck is going on? Oh! No, slimy tongue, pathetic child. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency. What the fuck? Oh. Don't say I didn't warn you. What the fuck? Wait. Oh, I think this is different. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it? Otakus, boop. Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the Literature Club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know? After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game, so this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to miss you, Otakus Boop. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. To the special player who achieved this special ending. For years I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels, and games in general, to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds. Some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been the ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Thanks, Dan. Well, we did it. Uh, I mean, gosh, I've been recording for like 3 hours. I've got one more special thing to show you, but that'll be in the outro card, I think. It won't be long, but until then, I'm Otaku Soup, and I'll see you next time.